Real Madrid's summer has already written a line of unexpected chapters. A teenager with ballet in his feet and the audacity to thread passes where others see fog, a superstar sidelined after a serious shoulder operation. And now the market humming with a single question: do Real Madrid spend to buy a new engine or trust the engine will heal itself? Arda Güler's arrival has brought glitter, his touches have become flashpoints, and on a night in San Sebastian, he finished a move that proved he can turn moments into momentum for Madrid. The club's creative horizon just got brighter, but creativity needs structure, artistry needs a spine. That is why the whispers about Liverpool's Ryan Gravenberch suddenly feel less like gossip and more like a plan with teeth. In the recent Champions League thriller against Atletico, Gravenberch was one of the standout figures, driving duels, covering ground and producing the decisive link in the middle that kept Liverpool moving forward. What Madrid are weighing is not just talent, it's temperament and geometry, who gives Alonso options when matches become wars of attrition. Jude Bellingham's presence has been an enormous factor in Madrid's tactical identity, and his recovery from shoulder surgery has been handled with the utmost care. The club's medical timeline shifted plans and emphasized patience, making short-term reinforcement a realistic priority. The notion of adding a midfielder who combines height, range, and the technique to play forward or shelter the backline is tempting. A figure who can arrive late in the box but also push play through lanes when the game turns narrow. That is Gravenberch's profile on paper, the sort of player who can give Alonso the double pivot balance between aggression and elegance. Of course, the market writes its own rules. Reports this week have placed a valuation in the region of €75 Neva Liverpool's midfielder, a number that sets a financial threshold, not impossible for Real Madrid, but very deliberate. If Madrid pay that fee, it will be because they judge the payoff to be more than immediate, player for years, not just a stopgap. The calculus goes beyond price, it's about timing. If Bellingham returns fully fit, Alonso may suddenly possess an embarrassment of riches. If the recovery lingers, the need for a robust, ready-made midfield titan becomes a key. Imagine a midfield where Arda's flights of invention are cushioned by a stopper who can also start attacks, where Bellingham's late runs are uninterrupted by lack of cover, and where rotation does not feel like compromise. That is the dream scenario for Madridistas: control without sterility, aggression without chaos. But the counter scenario is real too. Big money does not guarantee chemistry, and poaching a player from a stable Liverpool side carries tactical risks and dressing room variables. Fans remember transfers that never clicked, and the board will weigh squad harmony as much as stats and potential. So where does that leave us as the window narrows? Real Madrid have the luxury of a plan and the urgency of time. They can buy to fortify a midfield for this season and the next, or they can bet on recovery and internal growth. Either way, the decision will reveal a posture. Are Madrid building for immediate dominance or for a patient dynasty? The stakes are more than formational. They are about control of games and titles across seasons. If the club moves for a €75 midfield powerhouse, the message will be clear. Real Madrid expect to lead, to dictate tempo, and to own the midfield battles, decide trophies. In the coming weeks, watch three things closely: Arda's minutes and influence in big matches, the medical updates on Bellingham's return to full training, and whether Madrid make an offer that Liverpool cannot refuse. Each signal will shift the narrative from rumour to reality. For now, the story is deliciously unresolved, a blend of youth, recovery, and the market's cold arithmetic. And whichever way it tilts, the next move will say a lot about Xabi Alonso's vision for a team that wants not just to compete, but to command.